Hi guys, Rachel Hippolyte here. Again, I want to talk to you about self-esteem and self-worth. This is so important, the most important building blocks of how we view ourselves and therefore how healthily we are mentally. So as we go through life, as we grow up, that self-esteem can really be demoralized based on schooling, relationships with parents, relationships with friends, everything that we see and take in, and memories that we take in, which, remember, are all only perceptions of what we think we see. And when you have poor self-esteem, poor self-belief, poor self-worth, you struggle to have a control and an understanding over that. Therefore, you focus on what you can see physically. I know for a fact I was probably anxious in a low grade for most of my early life, and certainly going through puberty, it got worse and worse and worse. Your body's changing. You feel like you don't have control. And the things I look back now and I used to hate about myself, I used to hate my big nose. Yeah, look at it, it's huge. I used to hate my thin lips. I used to hate my teeth. I had braces. I used to hate my fat thighs. Well, what I thought was fat thighs. I had small boobs, and not only did I have small boobs, but I had wonky small boobs. They were different sizes. And this made my life miserable because these are things that I couldn't really change. And therefore, I didn't understand that if I just loved myself for exactly who I was, then none of that would matter at all. So I'm now a lot older. I've done a lot of work on self-belief. I've done a lot of work on self-love and self-esteem. And as you get older, things change, things drop south. I've got wrinkles now. I've still got a big nose. Really doesn't bother me anymore. It does its job well. It smells. My boobs, not only are they small and wonky, but now they're saggy as well. Do you know what? I really do not care anymore, purely because I'm happy. I know I'm a good person. I love myself. I do my job as well as I can. But that went on for a long, long time of absolute wasted negative emotions that were not benefiting anyone. They certainly weren't benefiting me. They made my life bloody hard. That negative thought about what we look like when it really, really doesn't matter. And the funny thing is that although I had this absolute critical look of myself, I never ever judged what anyone else looked like. I never thought that anyone was too fat. I never thought that anyone was ugly. I never thought that anyone else had a big nose. And so it's really important to realise that what we're thinking about ourselves is our own critical. We're doing it to us. Nobody else is thinking the same. I guarantee it. And so that low self-esteem, that low self-worth, for me, it then went on through teenage years. It went on through my early 20s, that not feeling good enough. Now, for me, my not feeling good enough pushed me in a different direction. It pushed my drive to be successful. But because my underlying drive was to fill this void, this poor self-esteem, this poor self-worth, it was a really unhealthy drive because I didn't feel good enough at school. I'd been told I wasn't intelligent. I'd been told I wasn't good enough. I'd failed my 11 plus. I'd failed exams left, right and centre. And so that I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. And even when I got a first class honours degree, it still wasn't good enough. I still didn't believe that I was good enough. And so because I hadn't really totally treated that underlying cause of not feeling good enough, of poor self-worth, of poor self-esteem, it never really went away. And it's only after working so hard on those underlying causes, those underlying memories that life throws at us. Life is about learning. I think these things are sent to help us learn to become that stronger person that we want to be, to become that empowered person that we want to be. So the reason I'm saying this today, wonky boobs and all, is that every one of you that is looking about something that you don't like about yourself, that's maybe restricting food in because you're not thin enough, that's maybe obsessed with the fact that they are overweight or skinny or not tall enough, it doesn't matter, because the only thing that you need to do is concentrate on your mental health, fix your mental health. It's something that we forget all the time because we can't see it. But I now know that if I start thinking, oh God, I'm feeling a bit rubbish, oh, I've put on a bit of weight, I know it's not that doesn't matter. It's this that matters. And that's when I get back on track and realise that we have to work at mental health. I go to the gym regularly. I don't expect to be able to go to the gym once and then never have to go again, and whatever I did in that one session to stay. So everything in moderation, including how we view ourselves, is so important. So please, guys, look at yourself from a third person. Don't look at yourself from your eyes if you have bad self-esteem, because you will be so critical of yourself. Look after your mental health. Be realistic. Know that if you are that obsessed about what you look like, that obsessed about something that you don't like, it's because you've got a mental health issue, and you deserve to be happy. You deserve to love yourself. And that really is the key to living a happy and content and healthy, both physically and mentally, life. You've got this.